Gentlemen.
Hey, Coach.
Good, hot, hard practice. Good to be back in game week. A lot of sweat, a lot of work in today. Very proud of the guys. Thought practice had a good tempo to it. Thought it had a good focus. Offense and defense, special teams. Liked the way we kicked the ball, snapped it, picked up the blocks and different things that we worked on, and just thought it was an overall good day as far as focus and concentration and preparation. So that's going to be the key. We're going into a hornet's nest. This team's a good team. We're 17th in the country in defense last year. Got 9 starters back. And we watched about 5 games. You see 4 or 5 runs of over 10 yards. Giving up 20 points a game. Playing well offensively. Quarterback can throw it. Big offensive line. And they're going to have a sold-out crowd. So we're going to have to be ready to be playing. It's going to be a crazy environment. So we need to prepare well. And I was proud of the way we prepared today. Got to keep going. Questions?
Releasing the depth chart today, we saw that. Can you talk about the defensive line? And obviously, I guess Eddie's played well. Niall Lawrence Stample's on that.
Yeah, all those guys. I mean, they're going to be all those guys are going to have roles in different things, whether it's that, nickel dime packages. I mean, all those guys are big, physical, strong guys. And they'll rotate at times, and that's the group that had the most consistent. And in certain looks, too. There's different packages and different things that we'll use, and we'll keep a rotation of those guys in all kind of different personnel groupings.
And Dan Hicks at Sam, is that? I mean, he's going to be close to the line of scrimmage, obviously, right? Or you?
Guys, Dan can run. Dan's 110 high hurdle champ in Mississippi. Oh, okay. Dan can run. You guys forget that in high school. Dan can run and cover.
So he's standing.
He can stand or he can get down. He can do both. Just like we did with Bjorn at times last year. You know what I mean? We didn't do it with Tank. We did it with Brandon all the time. You know, it's the same things we did last year. I mean, it's nothing any different in the phases and the things we're doing. Stand them up, moving them around. We can do that in a big package, or we can go to pass rush package, put their hand in the ground, get the other guys out, get the faster guys in. So, I mean, we'll move guys around like that.
Last couple of days of practice, you staying healthy, Coach? Anymore?
Yes, we have. But we've been very pleased. I mean, typical sore and bang, but I mean nothing that should keep anything. Everybody be ready by game time. I think typical bumps and bruises are healing up from camp. So I don't think nothing new.
Coach, how are guys like Reggie Northup and Freddie Stevenson doing? I expected to see at least one of those guys on the depth chart. Neither one of them.
Well, I mean, other guys are doing well. They're doing very well. They're in the rotation too. They're on special teams. They'll be playing. They'll get in the rotation. But other guys are. You know, that's just where camp ended up. And that's one game. That can change quickly. Each week it'll be reevaluated. So.
E.J. Levenberry, Jalen Ramsey, both are pretty high on the depth chart. I mean, can you talk about those 2 guys, your confidence level with what they can do?
Very much. E.J., Levenberry, Matthew Thomas, all 3 of those guys are very high on the depth chart. Did a really good job. They come in, they're smart, they learn. All 3 of them all have in common. Don't make mistakes. Very intelligent, learn very well. Plus the athletic ability and size and speed. But I mean, they learned and picked up the system, played hard, competed well, and earned a great job. And that's like to say those other guys are going to play too. They're going to get in that rotation. But those 3 guys for freshmen, I thought did an outstanding job.
Like you also had Whitfield back there on kick returns. Just talk about what he brings to the table.
And some depth. And him and Bobo both. You got them both back there in some things. And he brings some experience and depth. I mean, they won't be the starters right now, but we'll work them in as we go in time and see how they develop. But very explosive and very good ball skills.
Is the defensive line, is that, I don't want to say, well, I will say, specific to Pitt because they are going to try to run the ball and you want those big guys up front, or is that?
Well, we'll do it. I mean, that's who our guys are.
Okay.
That's who a lot of our guys are. And that's the guys that are playing right now. But they're different packages, you'll see different people. Right. All throughout. All those guys are going to play. All those guys are going to play.
Coach, what about Jalen Ramsey and Nick Wasom? I know they're listed as or behind LaMarcus, but is it still Nick Wasom coming back from injury, or has Jalen just been that good?
Jalen's been that good. Nothing Nick's done wrong. Nick's playing very well. Nick's playing good football.
Yeah.
Nick's playing very good football, but Jalen Ramsey's playing really good football. Big body, long, can run, athletic. So, I mean, we feel very comfortable with either one of those guys in the football game.
You showed that before. You're not afraid to put a freshman comes out and perform. You're not afraid to play him.
Hey, well, I mean, there ain't an age limit on doing well. That's Trout. And Mike Trout, that guy's up in the 11th league. And who's the other one for Washington? Bryce Harper. Those guys, I mean, no age limit on those guys. I mean, you play well, you perform, you do well. I mean, and that's nothing against the other guys. The other guys are doing well, too, just creating competition.
Jameis has, I guess, been working with the first team, obviously, the last 4 or 5 days. How's he taken to being the starting
really good.
quarterback?
Yesterday, first new practice, the format was okay.
Oh, okay.
Today, I thought was very sharp. I really liked the way he played today. All of our blitz pickups and sights and getting the ball to where he has to get it to and checks. And, I mean, because people are going to bring pressure at young guys. We know that. And we worked on that extensively. So, and then being patient in zone, doing all those reads. And today, I thought he had a very, very sharp day. And I thought Jake had a good day today. I thought Jake played well, too. But I'm very pleased the way James played today, extremely.
Coach, you may have alluded to it when you opened, but how's Rashad's? I know his fingers were taped today. Is he just?
Yeah, no, he's caught balls, just taped it together, keeps it there, keeps a little firmness on him. He caught balls today and played and went full go. He was back going.
You had talked a lot during the QB competition about wanting to see which guy the other guys responded to well, and it seems like with Jameis, even last year when he wasn't playing, he's got that sort of personality that people sort of get galvanized around. He's
vocal when he's loud.
Yeah.
He is. He gets loud in games in a good way, not in a negative. Just pod. Last year on the sideline, always pod. Jake was too. Just he's an acquired demeanor, but Jake does have that Jameis does have that very outgoing personality. And guys responded to him very well. But in saying that, guys responded to Jake very well. Again, I'm not trying to throw that back, but they're just two different guys. But as I say, you can get the same results two different ways, but they're doing it. But Jameis is very personable, there's no doubt.
I know EJ really took him under his wing a lot last year, too. How much do you think that played into his comfort level?
No doubt, because when you get to walk with the big guy on campus, and he's with you, you get a comfort zone, and it's like, hey, this guy's okay. You know what I'm saying? But he helped the other guys too. Believe it or not, Jake and them talked to him too a lot. But when that guy's with you, and then I think they took advantage of EJ. Both of them did, and just watching how he prepared, watching how he got ready to play, watch how he took care of his body during the week. He make sure he took care of his arm during camp. We ain't had sore arms. They ain't sit out. You know what I mean? Just understanding the whole procedure, not just coming out playing football. I mean, they were under his wing all the time, and EJ wanted to teach them, and they watched.